Hello, how's everybody doing? My name is Rayne. My artist name is Zayne though. I am an undergraduate public health student. I am in my senior year and I'll be graduating from Texas A&M College Station in the springtime. Yeah, I've been making music for about coming up on 3 years now. I've always loved music, but I haven't really had the tools to do it until COVID time. Everyone stopped moving, everyone stopped talking, so I was like, you know what, I want to get into this. I like music a lot, and I'm not really liking what's on the radio as much, so I want to kind of get my try at it. So I would say the last year has been the most pivotal and the time where I've developed the most, because I started really producing last year and recording myself over the last winter break. So for about a year, I've been taking it seriously, and for the last couple months since this last summer, that's when I've really been recording myself and trying to put myself out there as an artist. Ooh la la. So for me, it's I'm in a conflicting time period. I really love to say melodic rap. So Don Toliver, Travis Scott, Kid Cudi, those are big influences for me. But for the last year, I've been working at a place here in Bryan College Station called the Grand Cypher Theater, and they always have rock music, metal bands, live music, right? So going through that, I'm starting to drift towards an indie rock style sound, and I kind of like that because it's not putting me in a box of just rap music, which I kind of grew up with. So for me, I'm very much in the spooky Halloween vibes of music, and for my sounds, it's kind of getting melodic rap, but maybe I'm gonna start sing-songing and try to do some pop. Man, I love mainstream music, but it's sometimes things can get overplayed, and then now since I'm starting to make music and I'm creating it, I'm noticing patterns and the way this cycle is and trends, and so I'm not really following a lot of the trendy stuff anymore. Definitely when I was 8, 12, 10, I grew up on the pop hits, always on the radio, so I loved all that, but for me, it got to a point where I wanted to hear a different sound, I want to hear a different vision, a different way to go through music, because there's people out there who aren't mainstream who have a really powerful message, and if they were mainstream, that message would be shared a lot better and a lot easier, but they're not really out there yet. So for me, I kind of want to get there. I don't want to be mainstream like a pop artist, because I'm not like that, but I still want my message to be heard. I kind of want the people who are generally too silent, I want them to speak up. I want them to find their place in a world that's black and white or film noir I want people to break out of the surface of the water that they're held so deep under. I want people to go out and be able to feel, hey, I can do this with my life. There's a system, there's a cycle that I feel I'm drifting towards, and it's wash, rinse, and repeat. But I want to make music for the people that feel emotionally unavailable, for the people who feel like they don't fit in with society, or there might not just be good enough. People who can look around and say, look at these superstars, or look at this president, or look at these historical figures. I'm not that, because you got to be born with it. Nah. Everybody is born for greatness, and everybody can do it if they just take it into their own individuality. So you can definitely check out my music on all DSPs, digital streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Currently, I only have one song on Spotify called Film Noir. It was my first song that I ever released. I actually produced the beat in this exact room in Bolton, in College Station at A&M, on the A&M campus. Right here, I sat down. There's a TV right here. I put a film noir movie called Casablanca, and it was just playing in the background. I put my headphones on, got my laptop and keyboard, and I created the beat for film noir. So I was watching the movie, and I was producing, and the instrumental track of film noir, it kind of matches what you would think of when you listen or watch a film noir movie. So I did that. Then that winter break of that semester, I recorded at home and I released it. But there's definitely going to be a lot more music on the way, since I'm now recording a lot more songs, so it's pretty cool. Just trying to find my sound. Yeah, it's one of the most dreadfully exquisite film noirs absolutely in the history of cinema, but specifically Casablanca, because my ethnicity, I'm Moroccan. My parents were born and raised in Morocco, and one of the cities in Morocco is Casablanca. So the movie is called Casablanca, and it features them in Morocco, during World War II time. So there was a German occupation at that time, which I thought was so interesting, because all my life I grew up knowing of the French occupation in Morocco when they colonized Morocco, but Casablanca has a lot of German soldiers in there. There's French people as well, it was a French government, but it was around World War II, and during that time there was North Africa was being taken over by the Axis powers like Germany and Italy. So I loved it. I love the plot of the movie. I think that the actors were phenomenal. I think the romance, everything was just dreadfully exquisite. And of course, it's like they're shooting it in Morocco, so I love it. I actually am new to it, but not too long ago, on October 20th, which was about 2 weeks ago, I performed for the very first time at the Grand Stafford Theater in downtown Bryan. I put the show together because my job there now is talent development, being a talent liaison, as well as audio engineering. But for that show, my executives, my general manager allowed me to put the show together. So I went and I performed, and I'll be performing again next week at November 11th at the Toku 12. So now I'm starting to I got music. I kind of have a stage presence, but I'm still feeling myself out. But yeah, I'd like to see more performances, hopefully. You should. It's actually so fun. Yeah, the stage was beautiful, and that night it was a film noir in itself. There was just so much happening, so many beautiful things behind the scenes that when I got on stage, it was like everything washed away, and I was transported into the night. I do want to put some things out. When I came to College Station, I really thought that I wouldn't be able to do music here. I knew nothing about this place, really. It's Bryan College Station, it's Aggie land. But I'm starting to see that there's a big music scene that's developing, and that's been developing for the last 10 years. And within the next 3 years, it's really going to blow up. And I'm fortunate enough to be a part of some people's journeys, and I'm able to put shows together and get things happening to where music can be a node and center of attention here, right here in BCS for Texas. We can be the next Atlanta, we can be the next New York. We're small, we're always developing, but we're hungry. People around here, they just want a platform, they want a voice, and they just want to shine. I think we're starting to do that. In the community here, I love it. No one's competing against anybody. We can be in 3 different genres, but we still form together like the Avengers. It's a beautiful team. Everyone just wants to see everyone grow. So what I'd like to say is that whenever you hear a show in College Station, Bryan College Station, come on out there, support these artists. There's so much talent here. There's so much talent. And you just never know what can happen or who might be the next star of your film noir.